Dell has made a huge bet on Agentforce to transform how they are working. Now, before AI, Dell's critical operations, they required armies of people, sending emails, chasing approvals, collecting information. And this was slow. It was expensive, and it was really error-prone. Sound familiar? Well, today with AI, Dell now has 19,000 users that are using AI to transform the way that they work. Automated workflows, digitizing processes in minutes, not months, orchestrating work across humans and agents, and keeping the business in control. That's real transformation at real scale. But the Dell problem, it's not just a private sector problem. It is a people problem. Now, I want you to think about your best people. Are some of them maybe stuck in forms, doing a lot of manual work? Is that why they came to DC to help all of the millions of Americans? No. That is something that we can go automate with Agentforce. This is the work that takes away from the mission, and we want to give you the time back so you can focus on the mission. So big thanks to Lynn and Jackie here. They're gonna help us with a demo, and we are gonna talk about Dell's supplier onboarding process. Now, the great news is, to get started, you do not need a perfect document. In fact, I have here a hand-drawn document that shows Dell's supplier onboarding process. I have some information that I'm gonna be gathering, a certification review, there's some business logic, and then I have some ideas on how agents are gonna help. And Jackie's gonna take a picture of this and upload it for me, thank you. But you know, a document, a photo, a napkin sketch, that's all you really need. And as we get this started, I'm gonna take you on a quick thought experiment. It's a live demo, so gonna kill a little bit of time. And I want you to think about your most complex processes. I bet you have a bunch of branching logic, there's a lot of forms, there's a bunch of information you need to go collect, and hopefully there's not some business logic that walks out the door when that person retires. Well, we can automate all of that. And I see your face, and I know what you're thinking. Hey, lady, I know you got this AI and you think it's pretty cool, but I have security and compliance concerns. And I'm not just gonna trust AI to handle a process and hope and pray that it works. Well, we got you covered. Trust is our #1 value. And so that's why everything in Agentforce has fully auditable AI. You can decide where you want to keep humans in the loop at every process or no step in the process. And we have air gap support for all of your most sensitive workflows. I got another good piece of news for you. This also integrates with your legacy ERPs and maybe some of those systems running COBOL. I hear the Social Security Administration has some of those, but I'm sure some of you in this room do as well. Okay. Let's go back to the demo. It's done a lot of hard work. It took my process, broke it down into steps, took each step, assigned it tasks. For every task, it then looked, should this go to a human or should this go to a specialized back office agent? And now all of that work, it's all captured right here. Every step, every stage, every process, fully automated, and also keeping your business logic in check and flagging any exceptions. Because in the agentic enterprise, Agentforce is orchestrating your work. Now I want you to look at where Jackie's mouse is right there. In this case, this workflow was directly assigned to an agent. We have agents that are extracting data from documents, doing tabular calculations, having complex routing logic, and we've intelligently inserted where all of those agents are orchestrating the work. This is amazing. So let's switch to the future and look at what this might look like inside of Slack. I wanna make sure that my teams have all of the information. And so here we have one connected point of view. Everything that you need is all in one place, and your team has everything that it needs. And so when we click in, we can see all of those steps, all of those processings. My team gets everything that they need right in one view, right when they need it, so they can see everything that is in motion. Now, this process automation looks great, but I want to give you a little secret. I actually think the public sector is better set up for process automation than almost anyone. I see a lot of blank stares, and you're thinking, why? Well, it is because you have so much documentation. You have process documents, you have compliance manuals, you know what good looks like, and thankfully, you wrote it all down. And so Dell has the same discipline that you do, and that's what enables them to have a really great measurement on what they're doing. Here, the supplier onboarding process looks like it's taking about 20 days, and Dell can go in and ask the Tableau analytics agent, what can I do to help improve this? And what I love is that it goes right down into the data. It looks through that process and it's thinking, how do I improve it? Well, here you can see the bottleneck is that the financial document verification step should only take about 4 days, but it's taking 9. Now Dell knows exactly where to go, iterate, deploy an agent, and automate and accelerate this process. You have the exact same tools. You can do the same thing. Measure, automate, iterate, improve. Everything that you need is right there. I just want to end with a quick message. DC is filled with some of the most talented, dedicated people in the world. You took your job not because you loved forms. You took it because you had a mission. You wanted to serve your community. You wanted to serve your neighbors, and you wanted to serve your country. Let Agentforce do the automation. Agents are great at manual work. That way, you can go focus on the mission.